Hey everyone, Lou here. I have seen so many people talk about whether or not BBNo Money's song Gigglo has Miku in it, due to him joking around a lot that Miku is in it. Mostly because he's using a high-pitched vocal for the main verse, so let's answer this question. Did BBNo Money use Miku? Well, I mean, anyone with a keen eye watching this video on Vocaloid knows that he didn't use Miku. Firstly, I saw a lot, and I mean a lot of people confused on what Miku actually is. A lot of people just thought Miku was what you call pitching your voice up. Back in my day, we used to call it night chord. Even earlier generations would call it chipmunking. A real person who sings autotune or a generative AI voice. So, what is Miku Hatsune then? Miku Hatsune is a vocal synthesizer voice bank created by Krypton Feature Media for Yamaha's Vocaloid software in 2007. She's received several updates throughout the years with every software update of the Vocaloid engine. Her current voice bank being in Krypton's new proprietary NT engine, which isn't great, with plans of a Vocaloid 6 voice bank somewhere down the lifespan of the current Vocaloid 6 engine. Her voice is provided by Saki Fujita, a famous voice actress in Japan. She's known for voicing Ymir in Attack on Titan, Seiko Kimura from Danganronpa, Kira Makaron from Pretty Cure a la Mode, which is my favorite Pretty Cure, and Toraka Koshi from My Dear Friend Nokotan. How Vocaloid works is you basically put a note on the timeline and the Vocaloid sings it in that note with a lyric you input in. Though keep in mind that older voice banks have language limitations. You can't have a Japanese voice bank sing in English unless you do a lot of manipulation in the engine. You would need a separate voice bank that sings entirely in English. Vocaloid 6 made this easier, but still requires you to know the layout a little bit. In Miku's case, Miku has a English voice bank for Vocaloid 3 and 4. 3 being honestly fucking terrible. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, guys, but BBNo Money did not use Miku for Gigglo. Now, why isn't it Miku? Well, even with the best Miku tuners on the planet, like Tukeda and Michi M, Miku still has a robotic voice to her with a thick accent due to her voice provider, Saki Fujita, only learning English for recording Miku's voice banks. This is why V3 English Miku is honestly fucking terrible, because she had learned English, I think, for 2 months before recording Miku's voice bank. I could be wrong and it was a little longer, but it definitely wasn't enough time to have good pronunciation. And why Miku V4, even though her English had improved quite a bit, still has some weird pronunciation issues, as seen here with these 2 examples. Now you may say, oh, but Miku NT! Well, Miku NT is a Japanese-only voice bank until Krypton announces an English one. And while you can manipulate each note in Japanese to sound English, NT can't really do this without Miku sounding like a literal trumpet in NT, or even worse, making the software crash because it can't handle it. Either way, the result of what you do still isn't what we hear in Gigglo. A great example of this is Tommy's remix of BBNo Money's song Check, with Tukeda tuning Miku in NT with it. Mind you, Tukeda is one of the best Vocaloid tuners on the planet right now. So who actually is it? Personally, I thought this was sampling some other song, but yeah, I was wrong. Everyone thought after realizing how complicated Miku is was that whoever was singing was using some sort of generative AI filter of Miku. This is also not true because BBNo Money is extremely against using generative AI and has been very, very open about it. People also say that he bought Miku and maybe didn't understand what that meant or whatever. I did find the TikTok where he said that, but it was clearly a joke. The joke was that he was Miku, so he is the license. He likes to troll a lot on TikTok with this kind of stuff, so it's very clear it was a joke. That part I think is honestly really tough because of the pitching. I tried to pitch it down in my editor, and while I can't play it due to copyright, I think it might be Iron Mouse. I just use him for his body part slowed down sounds an awful lot like her. Some also thought it was Ethan Nestor because he was in the music video. I watched all of Unus Annus, if anyone remembers that. Even with the best auto-tune on the planet, a professional singer he is not. So he's definitely not the singer, especially not singing that high. I would say it's someone anonymous. That's also a possibility. Again, he loves collaborating with other artists, so it's really hard to say. It could be Iron Mouse, or it could be just someone we don't know that he just kind of hired. Some would say, why didn't he credit like he did in 1-800? And I can only think this was either to stir up online buzz on whether or not this is Miku's voice via his TikToks, which means I guess I'm promoting BBNo money incidentally with this video, or maybe he and Iron Mouse just didn't want to be in the spotlight again for another song. I mean, either way the song slaps, so who's to say who the singer is? What we do know is that it's definitely not Miku. I'd love to see people do covers with Miku with this song though. I'd do it, but I can't read sheet music and I'm not very good at recognizing what note is what, so I personally rely on piano covers and MIDIs when it comes to making something from scratch, but that is just me. I'm curious who you guys think is singing the song. It's obviously not Miku, but I'm curious if you guys have any ideas on who it is. I love demystifying Vocaloid for newbies, normies, and longtime fans of the community, so as always let me know down below what you think, and if you'd like to see me demystify another Vocaloid myth. Hey guys, thanks for watching! If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. For any subscribers, new or old, who'd like to help with video ideas, then I have a Discord server. And if you'd like to help support the channel, then consider donating to my Ko-fi page. See you next time!